Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd love to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I am making what I hope could be used as a birthday card for either a preteen or a teen. I'm going to be using an older stamp and die set from Spellbinders. This is called Bubble Over. I have not used this set yet other than stamping it on the card that I have it in. So I thought I would use that. I'm going to make my usual 5x7 card, and it's going to be a horizontal card today, I believe. And I've chosen white cardstock, which measures 10 inches by 7 inches, scored at the 5-inch mark, fold it over and crease it with your bone folder. And then I have a piece of, this is red metallic fun foam that you get at Walmart in the kids craft section. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I just thought that would look kind of cool with the soda cans, and I'm going to go with a gray and a red theme. Then I have a piece of white cardstock. This measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. Oh, wrong one. There, that's the one that measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, so that it will fit just inside that and give a nice little metallic frame. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that I'm going to be stamping and die cutting from. The first thing I want to do is, I have this stencil. It's a 3-piece stencil. It's a flower stencil, but I'm not going to use it for the flower portion. Don't even know where this one came from. It has a random, the dots in here, and I thought that would kind of look like soda bubbles. So I'm going to put this on the background. So I have my waffle flower grip mat here. Just going to take off. Oh, sorry, I know that noise is awful when you hear it on camera. No real way to get that off without making a lot of noise. Now, I do want to leave a narrow white border on this that I don't want to be stenciled. So I'm using some washi tape that's like a 1/4 inch wide. And if I can find that beginning, there it is. I'm just going to take my washi tape and put it right up against the edge all the way around my card. If you don't have a grip mat or a sticky mat, you can just use this to tape it down to your work surface too. But I just want to leave a nice white border. You could also use masking magic strip if you had those, or any kind of masking paper, just something that is a low tack and will come off nicely. Now, this is just going to be random bubbles. And I'm going to do them randomly in colors. I'm going to do Soft Stone from GinaK, which is a light gray. And I thought these would kind of look like soda bubbles. And then I'm just going to pick this up if I can. And you only see a few here and there. It kind of looks like you took an ink splatter, but you're not really splattering. It gives you a little bit more controlled presentation. Now I need to get a red brush. Hold on just 1 second. Let's see. And I'm only gonna put a few on here in red. So I'm gonna use this cherry red. And I'm just going to randomly put little red dots. Kind of looks like blood, which may not be a good thing. Making your own pattern background when you don't have the pattern paper you were wanting. This isn't as random as I thought. I'm seeing a pattern develop here. Okay. Now I'm just going to set this aside. I'm done stenciling. Other than I'm going to take my gray and I'm going to go up against the washi tape. Just give it a soft edge. I'm not really in your face gray here, but just enough that you can tell that there's going to be a bright white border. If you don't do this, then there was no point in putting down the washi tape, because it would just be white on white and you wouldn't see a definitive edge. And now let's see if I got that dark enough. Yeah, see, now you can tell that there's a distinct edge. Yeah, just what I was wanting. All right. Now, I don't think this stamp and die set is available from Spellbinders, but I have seen it on secondary markets. Now put the cover back on. And I'm done with the stencil mat. Okay, now I'm going to set this aside for just a moment because I need to stamp and then die cut. Okay, my stamping platform. I put it somewhere here this morning. It's not where it should be, but the smaller one is. So I will use the smaller one, and I'm hoping this piece of paper will fit inside there. Yes, I think well, it's a little big, so I'll just cut it down because I don't need the whole piece of paper. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp 2 of these soda bottles and 2 straws. And I'm just going to do these in the VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And I have already conditioned this stamp since I stamped the sample image that is in my folder. So I don't need to condition them. Oh, that's actually good. Okay, we're just going to clean this off with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to stamp it again. Now, having not cut these out, I did stamp them for a sample image. But I have not cut them out, so I don't know if there's going to be a border on these or if it's going to be cut right to the edge. I am assuming there's going to be a border on here. I want a little bit more on this one, actually right there at the top. That's good. Now, before I die cut these out, I do want to put the saying on the center of the soda can. And it comes with a couple of different sayings. And I think I want to use this one, "May your day bubble over with happiness." And I'm going to put that on both cans. Get it centered where I want it. Boy, Boy, my chair is in a squeaky mode today. Definitely need a couple of stampings for that one to get that center nice and black. That looks good. I'm just going to quickly clean this off. And I'm going to come over here and gently place it down because it already has ink on it. And I think at least once more. Just need it over here on this side. And that one's just not filling in, so let's see. Maybe something on the stamp. I'm going to just use my marker to color that in then. Any black marker is about the same color as the VersaFine Clear Nocturne. So you can fill in any parts that didn't stamp quite the way you wanted them to. All right, now I'm going to color these. Put that stamp back on here. And put these back in. Now I've chosen some gray to make it look like a silver can. Trying to think which one's the lighter. I would assume this one's the lighter and that one's a darker. Yeah, so CG 022 neutral gray. I'm going to just go on the edge of the can on the sides. Just with the dark. Do that with the same on both of these. And I think I'll do the top of the can in dark also. I'll come back with the finer tip of this opened. I also have a silver gel pen that I think I will use to add some highlights to this. But I will do that when it's all done, because the silver gel pen will take a while to dry, and I don't want to die cut this out and get silver gel pen ink everywhere. So. I'm especially going to put the silver gel pen where the pull tab is. I think that would look kind of cool. And then I'll come along the rim, the top and the bottom. I haven't used this set since I got it, and that's one of my goals on my channels, is to get out my things and use them. And then I'll also cover this with silver gel pen, but I will color it in with the darker color just in case I forget. And then I'm using a lighter. This is CGO21, also called neutral gray. And then I'm just going to kind of go over. Going over what I have already done in the darker color. Yeah, I guess that actually does make it look like a metal soda pop can. I've always grown up calling it pop. In fact, I grew up at the time frame where I had soda pop in my baby bottle. Which now I don't, I drink pop. I drink Kool-Aid now. Okay. Now, the straw, I'm going to leave white because I'm going to use some liquid pearls on that when I'm done. But let me get out the die cuts. Oh, there's two here. Which one do I use for the straw? Maybe that's one if I didn't stamp it. Okay, so let me get out my die cut mat. Ah, this looks like it's going to cut a slit for the straw, which will be awesome. Put that down. And then run it through my machine. It does cut out a nice white layer, and there is a slit to put the straw in. All right. Cut out one more here. And then I do want to add some red. I want to take that where it says bubble over and color that in red, because I want to add a little bit of coordinating color to the shadow layer on the card front. All right. Set this aside for now. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the red, and I've got two reds. Wasn't sure which one would look the best. That one's a nice bright red, and that one's a darker bright red. So let me pull out this. Oh, I think the darker. So that'll be R872 Tomato. I'm going to that's going to look weird. So I'm going to try. This isn't going to be what I was thinking it would work. So I'm just going to color in the letters, which is not going to look good. No, I don't like the looks of that. Okay. Good thing I only did it on one. Definitely want another can of pop on here. So let me do another stamp real quick. I don't think I have any scrap white. Hold on. Gotta do another one. Okay. Stamps out. I wonder if I stamp this in another color after I color it with the alcohol inks, because otherwise it will run. So let me do this really quick, and I don't want to lose this straw. Okay, pressed a little too hard and I got a smush from the middle. Clean this off. I'm going to pull this out, color this really quickly with the dark. It will be okay if I do one with red and one with black, because I'm wanting to kind of place the cans cattywampus over each other. I feel myself wanting to rush, so I had to slow down a little bit, or I would definitely go outside the lines. Now I'm going to put this back in, and I've got a couple reds sitting here on my desk. Let me make sure this is dry. Let's see. I've got Red Velvet or Red Hot. Let's try the Red Hot. If I don't like it, I'll cover it over with the Red Velvet. Let's try the Red Velvet. I think I want a little bit of a darker red, but I do like it in red. Yes, okay, that'll work. Now just clean this off. I need to invest in some more pigment inks in different colors that I can use easily with alcohol markers. All right, let me cut this out. I like the black. So I'm just going to leave the black plain. I just wish the red would have worked coloring it wise. I never thought that the stamp was going to be all black. Should have known, because that's how it turned out when I stamped it on the sample. But my brain was not thinking. Okay. So as this, you can see dye ink, which is what this red is. It does tend to creep a little, so it's not as sharp or crisp. So I'm going to kind of put it like this in the center of the card. All right, I have my silver gel pen here, so I'm going to take that and go with the pull tab. You can use any gel pen. This is just a generic one I picked up somewhere. It just gives a nice smooth silver. Yeah, get over there. Now, if you use dye ink like on here, it won't matter. It's because I have, oh, I colored the wrong one. Because I have alcohol ink on there, dye ink will tend to run because it is reactive with the alcohol. I need to do the inside up here too. All right. And then these straws can fit right down inside. Now, there are some other sayings on this. Just popping by to say, and then I want to put happy birthday on here. Let's see. This is the birthday that came with the kit. So that's how I separate. So this is happy birthday. That's the one I want to use. But because it's a birthday, I pulled it out and put it with all my other birthday sentiments. But then that is too long, so I'm not going to use that one. I think I'll use this Hero Arts Happy Birthday over here. Let's see, where are you? There you are. I'll put that Happy Birthday down there, and the Just Poppin' By up here. Now, this does not fit in here, but I'm going to make it work. We're going to have the Just Poppin' By up here. Just popping by to say. That's good. Put the water in my rag. And the happy birthday. Slide this over. The greatest card, I would say. I'm going to be happy with it, but not 100% pleased. One more here. That's good. And I'm going to go just spray it on my rag instead of on the glass. Okay. So let's put happy birthday back in the happy birthday envelope. And I better put all of these back before I lose them. Oh, I know it. I think this one is just if you cut it out yourself. Not really sure. Pull that out. Okay. Well, let's put this together. I'm just going to glue the foam right down to the card front. But when I get to putting the center panel on here, I am going to use double-sided adhesive and liquid glue, because sometimes things don't want to stick very well to that. So I'm going to do a little bit of both on here. Actually, I'll just use a tape runner. This gives it just an extra layer of security to make sure that it sticks. Got the card opening going the right direction. Can't tell you how many times I've made a card and had it going the wrong direction. Now, this red one, I'm going to glue it down flat, and I'm going to leave the straw kind of where it is, but I'm going to put a little piece of just double-sided tape on it just to hold it down. If my Scotch tape was handy, I would just use a piece of Scotch tape. In fact, I'm not even going to peel the backing off that. I'm just gluing the straw down right where it is. And that one I want sticking like that. Now, this one I'm going to glue down flat, and the straw. And then this one I want to pop up, and I'm just going to use my 1/4 inch foam strips here, or 1/8 inch foam strips. Very low loft. They don't stick up a lot. So you don't have to worry about needing extra postage if you mail this. I think there's enough. This is narrow enough to put behind the straw. Yes, it is. You see here where I don't know if you can see, this is what I was meaning, that the dye inks with alcohol markers tend to bleed. So it's not a crisp, they're bleeding out into the surrounding area. Okay. Now, I am going to add, I have some clear dots. These are just crystal clear faceted stones. And I'm just going to add some here and there. That will add a little extra. Okay, you didn't go down. All right, now I'm going to glue those just where they're at. Now once I put the glue on here, you will see it look slightly cloudy, but once this glue dries, the gem will be crystal clear and you won't be able to see the glue behind it. That one needs a little bit more glue. I didn't, oh no, that got it. Yeah, that one needs more glue. All right, now I'm going to take liquid pearls in white opal, and I'm just going to rub across the straw. To kind of make it shiny. Make it look like a real plastic straw. I hope. And I'm putting it down flat. I'm not letting it lift up. Normally when you use liquid pearls, you're making it look like a little round drop. But this I wanted to be flat. Now, and I've got these little gems going everywhere. So let's move those aside. I am going to take, let's see, I need something just to make this centerpiece, these pop cans, be a little bit more alive. They look kind of dead to me. I want to try some stickles, I think. Why not? We're going to try the diamond stickles. I'm just going to try it on the sides. Kind of like where I did the darker color for the shadow. May look weird. And the nice thing about stickles is they do dry flat. So if you leave a little bit upright, it will flatten out on its own. Now, yes, I like that much better. So I'm going to add a little bit to the red can also. It just, they were looking a little flat and like they were made of paper, which they are. But that really wasn't what I was going for. Not that they're alive, but that it adds a little dimension, I think. Okay, that's my card for today, despite all of the problems that went on with it. But I kind of like it now. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it, but it is nice. So thank you so much for watching. Get your stamps out, play with them. Have fun, because this was fun, even though it was a little frustrating at times, especially with that red ink and the alcohol blurring and bleeding, but it turned out pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day.